Hello everyone, good morning students. Dear students, in previous class we take and discuss a very important chapter of your syllabus which is circle, and in that class we discuss some important theorems related to that chapter. Now in today's class we take and solve some other important questions and theorem related to that chapter. So first of all we take some important questions based on the previous theorem which we discussed in previous class. And your question is, in the given figure, find the value of find the value of angle AOC. Angle AOC, and your figure is this is, let us take O be the center, and here A, B and C here. Okay, A is in this way, this, and your figure is, and a line passes through O. Okay, and here this is what 30 degree, this is what 40 degree, okay, and this is what 40 degree. Now we find what? We find angle AOC. Angle AOC is that we find that angle, means angle subtended by an arc AC at the center of the circle. We find that angle. So before that, first of all we find angle ABC. For that, let's see its solution. Dear students, we know that the angle subtended by an arc, the angle subtended by an arc at the center of a circle is double the angle subtended by it is double the angle subtended by it on the circumference of the circle, on the circumference of the circle. Okay, that is angle AOC is equal to 2 times angle ABC, that angle. Take equation number 1. So for finding the value of angle AOC, first of all we find angle ABC, and angle ABC sum of the angle OBA and OBC, that plus that. So look, thus from figure OA is equal to OB, each equal to radius R. Okay, OA is equal to OB, each equal to radius R. Then you know that if the angle opposite to equal sides are also equal, that is angle OAB is same as angle OBA, that is angle OBA is same as 30 degree. Because of in previous class you also know that the angle opposite, the side opposite to equal angles are also equal. So angle OBA is what? 30 degree. Similarly, in triangle OBC, look, OB is equal to OC is equal to OB. Okay, OC is equal to OC. This implies that OB, sorry, each equal to R radius. Thus the side opposite to equal, the angle opposite to equal sides are also equal. So this is 40, so this is also 40. So angle OBC is same as 40 degree. Thus we find angle OBA and OBC. Thus angle ABC is what? Angle OBA plus angle OBC. OBA is what? 30 degree plus this is 40 degree. This is 70 degree. So in this way angle ABC is what? 70 degree. Okay. Now using equation 1 means we put the value of angle ABC in equation 1. So in this way we find the value of angle AOC. Thus from equation 1 angle AOC 2 times 70 degree means 140 degree. So in this way the value of angle AOC is what? 140 degree. So dear student, this is a very important questions of your syllabus. So please dear student, solve the question of your NCERT exercise based on these topics. Now we take and solve some other important questions based on the same topic. Okay, let's see. And the question is, in the given figure find the value of angle OPR. This is a very important question of your NCERT exercise. In the given figure, angle PQR is what? 100 degree, comma, where P and PQ and R, are points on a circle, with center O. Okay, find angle OPR. Find angle OPR. Find angle OPR. Now your figure is, let's see. This is a triangle. Okay, sorry, this is a circle in which here P R O is the center of the circle. Okay, and we just have one A OP. This is OR and Q. Here a third point Q. This is a Q point Q, and here look, this is angle PQR is what? 100 degree. In that figure, dear student, we find the value of angle OPR, means we find that value. Okay, now so before that, first of all we find angle POR. Okay, now look, now let's see its solution. Since from figure it is clear that the angle subtended, it is clear that angle POR is equal to 2 times angle PQR. Angle PQR. Because of in the given figure it is clear that the angle subtended by RPR, the angle subtended by RPR at the center of the circle means angle POR is always 2 times the angle subtended by the same arc at any remaining part of the circle. So here QB also a point other than P and R. So the angle POR according to previous theorem, angle POR is equal to the 2 times angle PQR. So now look, now from figure it is clear that angle PQR is what? 100 degree. So here we put angle POR is equal to 2 into 100, that is 200. So angle POR, that angle is what? 200 degree. Now angle POR is what? That angle is what? Dear friend, you know that the sum of all angle around a point is what? 360. So this is the reflex of angle 200. Now, so 200 degree. So thus from figure angle POR, thus angle POR is equal to 360 minus 200 degree means 160 degree. So the value of angle POR is what? 360 degrees, reflex of angle 200 degree. Okay. So by the concept of complete angle, you know that the angle around a point, the sum of all angle around a point is what? 360 degree. So according to that concept, we find angle POR which is equal to 160 degree. Now OP is equal to OR because of each equal to radius, each equal to R, and thus we know that the angle opposite to equal sides, are also equal. Okay. Thus, dear friends, now from figure OP is equal to OR is equal to R. So we know that the angle opposite to equal sides are also equal. So we take as each equal to x. Both are equal to each other. That is angle OPR, which we find that is equal to angle ORP, each equal to take as x. We say that. Now what I do? Now dear friend, we apply the angle sum property in triangle OPR. Now in triangle OPR, the sum of all 3 angles of a triangle is what? 180 degree. So let's see the in angle OPR plus angle ORP plus angle POR. The sum of these angle is what? X, 180 degree. Now OPR is x, ORP is x, POR is what? 160 degree is equal to 180 degree. Okay. Now from there, this is 2x plus 160 is equal to 180. So from there 2x is equal to 180 minus 160 degree. 180 minus 160 degree. So we get what? 180 minus 160, that is what? 20 degree. So the value of x, 20 upon 2 means 10 degree. So in this way the value of x is what? 10 degree. Now thus that is x is what? Angle OPR is equal to x, which is 10 degree. This is the required solution of the given question. Okay. So this is the method, dear friends, to solve that type of question. This is one of the most important question of your syllabus. So please just do more and more practices of that type of questions and complete your NCERT exercise based on previous theorems. Now we take and prove some important theorems related to that chapters. Okay. Then after we also solve the question based on these theorems. Okay. Now let's see. The next theorem is, the theorem is, we take some other important theorem that the angle in a semicircle, the angle in a semicircle is a right angle, is a right angle. Prove it. Prove it. Okay. Here this is also a very important theorem, and we have to show that the angle in a semicircle, the angle in a semicircle is a right angle. Prove it. So first of all, we draw a circle. First of all, we draw a circle in which O be the center of the circle. Okay, and let us take AB is your diameter. AB is the diameter. So each part of that circle is called the semicircle. You know that the diameter of the circle divide the circle into two equal parts, and each part is said to be a semicircle. Now let us take CB any point on in semicircle ACB, and we join AC and BC. Now we have to show that that angle means angle ACB is what? 90 degree. We have to show that angle ACB is what? 90 degree. Your theorem is, because of your theorem is, the angle in a semicircle is a right angle. Right angle means 90 degree. Now first of all, we write given. In given we write a circle C with a circle C with center O and radius R, in which AB is a diameter of the circle, in which AB is the diameter of the circle, and ACB is a semicircle. And now we write to prove, we have to show that the angle in a semicircle is a right angle. Prove means angle ACB. We prove angle ACB is equal to 90 degree. Okay, angle ACB is a right 90 degree. Now if we do any construction, yes, you write join AC and BC, you write in this way. In construction we write join AC and BC respectively. Join AC and BC respectively. Okay. Now we write its proof. Okay. Here, just I discussed about a theorem कि the angle subtended by an arc at the center of the circle is 2 times the angle subtended by that arc at any remaining part of the circle. Means the angle subtended by arc AB is that angle EOB, na? So here we write, we know that the angle subtended by an arc at the center is double the angle subtended by it, the angle subtended by it any remaining part of the circle. That is, first of all, in proving that theorem, first of all you write this sentence. After that you write your result. That is, angle AOB is equal to 2 times angle ACB, because of here CB any point on the circle, any remaining part of the circle. Okay. Now here from figure it is clear that AOB is a diameter and this is a straight angle, and you know that in straight angle we always equal to 180. So from figure it is clear that angle AOB is what? 180 degree. So from there we write 2 times angle ACB is equal to 180, so 2 9s are 80, 0. So we get angle ACB is equal to 90 degree. Hence proof. Hence proof. Thus, dear students, in this way we can say that the angle in a semicircle is what? Right angle. Dear students, this is one of the most important theorem of your syllabus, so please dear students, do more and more practices of that type of questions. Okay, after that you can solve each and every questions of your NCERT exercise based on that topic. Okay, so please just do more and more practices of that type of theorems. Now we take and solve some other important results based on that topic. Okay, let's see. Now angle in the same segment. Now look, a very important theorem. Angles in the same segment. Angle in the same segment of a circle are equal. Okay, we have to show, you have to show that, yeah, prove it. Angle in the same segment of a circle are equal, prove it. This is also a very important theorem related to your topic circles. Related to means your chapter circles. Okay, so let's see. So first of all, we draw a circle. With center O. In which, let us take P and Q are 2 points on that circle, and let us take R and S are any 2 points on the remaining part of the circle. Okay, now we join OP and OQ, and also we join PR and QR and PS and QS. Now let's see. First of all we write given. What? Given. Dear student, in given we write as a circle C with center O and radius R, in which RPQ, and two angles and two angles, angle PRQ, and angle PSQ, that angle and that angle PSQ in the same segment of the circle, in the same segment, okay, in the same segment of the circle. And now what I prove, we have to show that the angle in the same segment of a circle are equal, means we have to show that angle PRQ is same as angle PSQ. Okay, to prove angle PRQ is same as angle PSQ, PRQ is equal to angle PSQ. Now we write the construction. In construction, we just write join OP and OQ, join OP and OQ respectively, OP and OQ respectively. Okay, now look, now we write its proof. Now we write its proof, and so first of all we write the same concept. We know that same statement which we write in previous theorem, we know that the angle subtended by an arc at the center is double the angle subtended by it at any remaining part of the circle, that is angle POQ is equal to 2 times angle PRQ, take equation number 1, as well as angle POQ, is equal to 2 times angle PSQ, take equation number 2. Okay, because of the angle subtended by that arc PQ, this arc, now look, the angle subtended by that arc at the center of the circle is what? This is POQ, is equal to the angle subtended by it at any remaining part 2 times the angle subtended by that arc, same arc at any remaining part of the circle, means angle POQ is same as 2 times angle PRQ, as well as angle POQ is equal to 2 times angle PSQ. Okay, now using 1 and 2, now using equation 1 and 2, we get both are equal to POQ, so 2 times angle PRQ is equal to 2 times angle PSQ. 2 to what? Cancel to each other, so we have angle PRQ is same as angle PSQ, hence proved. So dear student, in this way we can say that the angle in the same segment of the circle are equal to each other. So in this way, first of all you revise all the important theorems which we discussed in that class. After that you can solve each and every question of your NCERT exercise based on the theorem, these theorems. Okay. Thus now in next class, dear student, we take and solve some other important questions based on these theorems of your, and also complete your NCERT exercise. Okay, dear students. Now thanks to all.